The Elephant, the Buddha, and the Bridge of Adversity.
Today, we're going to talk about a fascinating ancient story. It features three main characters: an elephant, an awakened one, and a bridge you might not expect, one built entirely out of adversity. Let's dive straight into the tale. The encounter in the forest. The story begins in a deep forest. There lived a majestic elephant king who, from a distance, spotted the world-haunted one traveling with his community of monks. It was a chance encounter. When the elephant king saw the Buddha, his heart overflowed with pure joy. He rushed forward, prostrated himself with deep reverence, and even used his trunk to snap off a large leafy branch, holding it up like a grand parasol to shade the Buddha from the sun. He escorted the group for a long distance, acting as their loyal protector. A sudden turn of fate. However, the story takes a sharp turn. Just after the Elephant King respectfully saw the Buddha off and began his journey home, he crossed paths with a lion. In that instant, his life came to an end. But at the very moment of death, he was immediately reborn in the celestial realm as a deva. You see, according to tradition, when a deva is born, they immediately reflect on three things. Where did I come from? Why am I here? Because I gave rise to a single, profound thought of joy and reverence for the Buddha. Where should I go next? Driven by profound gratitude, that very night, the newly born Deva decided to visit the Buddha to offer his thanks. He arrived at the Jetavana monastery. Then the radiance from his body lit up the entire garden. He told the Buddha, "It was your compassion that blocked my path of continued wandering in samsara and gave me this supreme place of liberation." The Buddha taught him the Dharma right then and there. And guess what? He immediately attained the stage of sota, that mystery of karma. The next morning, the monks who had been practicing diligently all night were curious. They asked, "World 101, was that bright light last night a great god-like chakra, or one of the four heavenly kings?" The Buddha's answer shocked them. "No. Do you remember the elephant that escorted us a few days ago? That was him." The monks were even more puzzled. If he had such strong roots of virtue, why was he born as an animal? And what causes allowed him to suddenly ascend to heaven and realize the fruit of the path? The key: interconnected causes. The Buddha then revealed the karmic relationships spanning several lifetimes. This is the crux of the story. The lapse: in a previous life, the elephant had been a monk. However, because he failed to strictly observe some of the finer precepts, the resulting karma led to his rebirth as an animal. The foundation: despite the lapse, he had kept the fundamental major precepts. At the moment of death in that past life, made a powerful vow to one day bring joy to a Buddha. The result: that vow drew him to meet the Buddha in this life. That single moment of pure reverence was the powerful karmic trigger that allowed him to transcend his animal form, stand till heaven, then finally attain realization. Wisdom for the modern path. A modern master once used this story to answer a student's questions about practice. When the student expressed a desire to become a monk, the master's response went straight to the heart. "You may live the home life, but you must be able to state clearly why you are doing it." This is the rule set by the Buddha. The master emphasized that clarity of motivation and cognition is the foundation. He distinguished between two ultimate goals: arhatship, focusing on freeing oneself from personal suffering; Buddhahood, focusing on saving all sentient beings. As the scriptures say, you must first nourish all beings with the water of great compassion to eventually harvest the fruit of unsurpassed bodhi. Adversity as a bridge. Finally, a student made a profound observation. Looking back, the difficulties and adversities of his past seemed to be the very conditions that allowed him to achieve anything later on. This echoes the core teaching. Adverse conditions are also the bridges that complete us. Without these trials, we might never see our own flaws or find the strength to grow and transform. A closing thought for you. Look back at your own life. Are there adversities that felt painful and impossible at the time, but now look like the very bridge that led you to a better place?